It's been a bit of a messy, cloudy, and humid day across the central coast as these storms continue to push through the region. A lot of communities seeing rain, or if they looked farther up into the sky, seeing that rain fall and re-evaporate out before it actually hit the ground, which means the humidities in our air have risen dramatically. We're still going to be seeing a couple concerns with this storm over the next few hours. The good news is we're heading towards the end of the system. Some sunshine is expected as we head into our Friday. Now, looking at the kind of broader picture right now, we've got these scattered showers that have been continuing across the central coast, a few more sitting just down to the south. But if you move just a little farther inland, they've seen some sunshine today, but that's actually not a good thing. It means that the ground has heated up more, and that allowed for more severe concerns with those storms. You can see those yellows and those reds. That indicates areas with the heavier rain, some hail, even some severe thunderstorms as close as in Kern County. So definitely something that I'm keeping a close eye on. But the good news is, because we're on this side of the storm, things are looking pretty chill and comfortable here. Still a couple risks for some thunderstorms. That's definitely something that I'm keeping a close eye on. The good news is those are minimal, at least at this point. There is still some of that instability right off our shores and down to the south, but at least in this moment, it's relatively clear. A lot of this is actually that same phenomenon where the rain is falling out of the clouds and then re-evaporating. It's something called virga, and that's really just something that's causing a little bit of ground cover on our radar right here. So I've gotten rid of that, kind of thrown all of that data away, and these green areas is really where that rain is actually hitting the ground. Little on the south coast, little on the north coast. No major areas of concern right now. Our south coast, those peaks just north of Santa Barbara, really where they're picking up the majority of that. Even that's clearing out right now. Up in northern SLO County, seen a little bit over by San Simeon and Cambria, continuing to see a little bit more over by Paso Robles and Lake Nacimiento right now, seeing a few pockets of that rain. Heavier rain right now in King City. They did have a couple of rumbles of thunder just in the last couple minutes, something I'm still keeping a close eye on at this point. The good news, though, is because our storms are a little bit more on the benign side, they're a little bit calmer, we've seen all of our watches and warnings expire. But just a little ways inland, we do have this area of those flash flood warnings, mainly because of the storms that are farther out into the Sierras and into the desert, but a few of the storms actually in the Central Valley already popping some of those concerns, causing some flooding issues. The good news is here, not so much. We're just on the edge of that system. But what it has done is it has dramatically increased those humidities. Humidities across the region, typically in the teens to 20s in those interiors. Right now, 83% in the Coyama Valley, 93% in Santa Barbara. Right now, some of those interiors actually have higher humidity than the entire state of Florida. So definitely a very humid day out there, something we're not typically used to here on the central coast. A couple scattered showers still possible in the evening hours. That's where some of those thunderstorms are still possible. Expecting that all the way into early tomorrow morning. It's going to clear out pretty quickly. Then we'll see some sunshine by later on Friday as well. Just a few more chances in those interiors as well. Not a whole lot left. We're talking just hundredths of an inch of rain, but still something I'm keeping an eye on. Mid-80s tomorrow in those interiors, mid-70s for our coastal valleys each day, starting in the mid-50s for those overnight temperatures. Got a little bit of a warm-up Sunday into Monday. Then later on next week, another cool down is headed our way, but embedded in that cool down is another very slight chance for rain here on the central coast. More details can be found online at ksby.com.